If you're thinking about moving to Wichita Falls, Texas, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why you will hate it here. And we're starting right now. Welcome back to another episode of Your Wichita Falls. Hi y'all, I'm Debbie Dobbins, real estate entrepreneur here in Wichita Falls, Texas. And on this channel, we talk about how to live your best life in Wichita Falls, Texas. So if you want to know more about all things Wichita Falls, lifestyle, real estate, or anything in between, please subscribe to our channel and ring that bell so that you will be notified each Monday when we upload a new video. So you want to stick around for the whole list of my 7 reasons why you are not going to like living here, because you're not going to believe what the number 1 reason is. Don't miss it. So we're starting off with reason number 7 why you will hate it here in Wichita Falls. You hate barbecue. Now, I can't really wrap my head around this one, so I'm not sure we could even be friends if that was the case, because we have amazing barbecue here. Here in Wichita Falls, we have all 4 types of Texas barbecue. We have Central Texas, East Texas, West Texas, and South Texas. If you don't know the difference, check out my video, Texas Barbecue, because there is a difference in all 4 of those barbecues. My favorite is South Texas Barbacoa. It's a sweet sauce. It's not tomato based. It's a little like East Texas, but it's molasses based. I love my sugar. And it locks in the moisture and intertwined with Mexican cuisine. It is delicious. We have low and slow ribs, which if you've never had slow and low pork ribs, you are missing out. We've got a local cocktail called Red Draw, which even if you don't eat meat is a local favorite. Totally vegan and vegetarian. So reason number 6, if you are a fashionista always wanting to have perfectly coiffed hair, you are going to hate our wind. We have wind, and it's not just a little wind. Some days it feels like gale force for no reason. There are certainly vortexes in the community that are natural wind tunnels, like the entrance to the Chase building. You can fix and style your hair and even use a lot of hairspray or gel. Leave the house and go to the bank and voila, shabam, waha, you look like you just came from an Albert Einstein lookalike contest. If you are a naturally persnickety person, it's time to embrace your inner wild child or start wearing your hair in a bun. Reason number 5, if you hate thunderstorms, you are going to hate our weather. Let me explain to you a little bit about the storms in Wichita Falls. It doesn't just drizzle. We don't do light sprinkling very often, especially in the spring and summer months during tornado season. When it rains, it's a full-on downpour. Wind, lightning, thunder, and a lot of times hail. It sometimes rains so hard if you're driving, people pull over on the side of the road because they can't see. Then these people will turn on their hazard lights, which you know you're not supposed to do when you're driving down the freeway, but they do it all the time because they're so freaked out about getting plowed into from behind because the rain is coming down so hard that you simply have no visibility. So if you like to sit outside and listen to thunderstorms on the spring and summer days, this is your place. And you can tell the storms are coming because we get an emergency warning sound on the television or the radio. Tornado watch, beep, beep. But don't be alarmed, we haven't had a devastating tornado since 1979. Reason number 4, if you want a gigantic airport where you have to take a train from one terminal to the other, you're not gonna like Wichita Falls Airport. We have 1 terminal, we have 1 gate, and we have 1 TSA checkpoint. If I show up there and there are 4 people in line for security, I usually go, oh my gosh, there's a big long line. I should have gotten here earlier. I don't think I've ever waited in line for security at the Wichita Falls Airport for more than about 15 minutes. That was a long time. Our Wichita Falls Airport is awesome because there are no lines, just like we have no traffic. It's a small airport, but it has direct flights daily to Dallas. It gets you there in 35 minutes to connect to go anywhere in the world. Dallas is a huge hub. There's only one airline that flies out of there. It's American. The good news is American's hub is in DFW. And instead of waiting in those long security lines when you arrive for your connection, you go straight to your gate without passing go and connect to anywhere in the world. It's awesome. So if you're used to flying out of LA, San Francisco, O'Hare, LaGuardia, when you have to show up hours ahead of time, generally you can arrive 30 minutes before your flight in Wichita Falls and zip through security. And oh, by the way, in these larger airports, long-term parking costs something like $18 a day or more. And if you park at the Wichita Falls Airport, it's $3 a day, and you park right next to the door. We're getting to the finish line, so reason number three. Reason number three why you may not like Wichita Falls if you love paying exorbitant prices for houses. I lived in California, and seriously, those are ridiculous prices for homes. I also sell homes in the Dallas area, our neighbor just 2 hours to the south, and people are still spending 3 to 4 to 5 times as much for the same house you can buy here. It boggles my mind. You get so much house for your money, and we are super close to those big metropolitan areas. With more and more people working remotely, there is no reason not to live in a community with such an incredible cost of living. So reason number two, you may not like Wichita Falls. If you don't like old houses, in our historic districts, we have many, check out my video, Historic Districts of Wichita Falls. We have many beautiful old homes. We have homes that are 100+ years old and beautiful brick-lined streets. I think they are amazing and charming. But if you don't like turn-of-the-century architecture, if you don't like Tudor-style homes, you're not going to like the way our historic districts look. Luckily, there's plenty of new construction going on over on the west side of town. But historic Wichita Falls probably is not going to be your thing if you don't like classic homes. Drum roll. Are you ready? And the number one reason why you may not like living in Wichita Falls is if you like to walk down the street totally anonymously, ain't gonna happen. Every person you pass is going to wave and say hello to you. I am not lying. It freaked me out when I moved here from California back in 1996, and it still is the same way today. Back then, I'd be taking a walk in the neighborhood, and every single person would wave and say hello. It was kind of like, I don't know who you people are. Just let me take a walk in peace. It took a hot minute to get used to, but now I'm the one waving and saying hello. This is our way of life. The people in Wichita Falls are really friendly, and they're gonna say hi to you. But if you like your anonymity, it's gonna take some getting used to. You may not like it, but I encourage you to embrace the life here in Wichita Falls because we are the happiest place in Texas. If you want to see my list of pros and cons of living in Wichita Falls, you should watch this next video where I tell you the reasons I love it here and a few things that I'm not so crazy about. So come join me on this video, and y'all come back now, you hear?